When you know what you're not, you know what you are. What do I mean by that? Well, just think about, what are you conscious of? What are you aware of? Anything that you're aware of, you can't be, right? Makes sense. You just know that. There's a knowingness of that. It's pretty obvious. So if I'm aware of images, forms, words, languages, lights, body sensations, thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, tendencies, aversions, all of it. I'm aware of all of it. So I'm everything. I can't be that which I'm aware of. So we know we're not that. We know we're not the thoughts. We know we're not the forms. Well, then what is this me? This sense of me, this sense of I. Do you sense that? You sense this me, this I thing? You ever trace it back? Take a look. Take a look at this I. What am I? I. What is this I? This I feeling. What is it? Okay. And then your mind wants to come in and comment on what it is. Right? Isn't that what the mind wants to do? The mind wants to come in and comment on it. But we're aware of that. We're just this singular, open, awake space. So we're everything in the space, and there's no separation between inside and outside. It's all one. So there's just oneness here. There's unity here. There's expansion. So expand out and dissolve this separate I, this sense of separate I, let it go. Where is this me? It's up here in your head. It's a thought. So is Rob real? Is Joe real? Is Martha real? Is Joan real? Is Mary real? Is Samantha real? Are they all real? The names, whatever names you want to give in their stories. Is it real? Or is it just a thought? So it's just a thought. So we can use the mind and our thoughts to see what we're not. We know we're not our thoughts. We know we're not a separate me. So then what is this? There's still something here. There's still consciousness here. There's still seeing, tasting, smelling, touching, hearing, all of that. We still have all of our senses. That's still here. So what is this? See, once you know what you're not, then what's left over is self-evident. How long does it take an unlimited being to realize that he's an unlimited being? How long does it take to realize that there's no separation, there's just this wide open space, and that's it? You're the space where everything comes and goes. I mean, it's really simple. Really simple. It's you. Just turn around. This is you. You. You without the thoughts, you without the stories, you without the sense of being separate. Just let the separateness go. Dissolve this separate I, this ego, this body mind. You're not this body. It's just, you're the screen, and this is just like a movie image, your body and the trees and everything that the mind wants to separate. It comes in and separates, but it's already whole. So there's no separation. It's just this. When you rest as this and you just, without thoughts. If I give you amnesia right now, it would just be awakeness, seeing, smelling, touching. You just wouldn't have the backstory. So the backstory disappears, and it's just this. So imagine you didn't have all this chatter in your mind and the commentary, and you weren't believing that you were your thoughts, you weren't believing that you're this body, you weren't believing, it's just a vehicle, you're inside, it's inside you, you're the wide open space. You're the everything. Everything's interconnected, so there's no separation. It's unity consciousness. You sense it? You sense the oneness? You sense the unity? You sense the expansion when you drop everything? Drop it all. Instead of giving all the attention out here, just fall back into it and dissolve into it. So now, you're the everything. You're the space where the forms come and go. This is just your consciousness projected out. It's a mirror. It's mirroring your consciousness. Law of attraction comes from a sense of lack, because you want to attract something to you because you feel like you don't have it. When you attract from lack, you're never satisfied. You never get what you want. when you do have that temporary feeling of happiness, when you get what you want, that's just the thoughts dropping away because you fulfilled it. But imagine none of those thoughts applying to you in the first place. Imagine already being whole and complete. Imagine just sitting here as the infinite being right here, right now. And that's the truth. We're all right here, right now as this infinite being. We're dreaming that we're separate. We go to the mind and our thoughts and we get lost in our thoughts. Our thoughts can't feel. Our thoughts can't think. It's just thoughts about thoughts about thoughts. It's all imaginary. It's just thoughts. They're not real. Why are you identifying with it? It doesn't apply to you. Let them go. You're the imperturbable peace. You're the impersonal beingness that can't be touched by anything happening in the manifestation. Whatever's playing on the screen, on the movie screen, can't touch the movie screen. It's just images flashing and going. You always remain permanent, undisturbed peace the whole time. There's a peace in that. There's a deep peace in that, knowing you can't be touched by anything that's happening. These emotions, these feelings, they're imaginary. These thoughts are imaginary. You're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your emotions. Of course, if you want to have that experience, you can. You're the infinite being. If you want to have the experience of grief, be my guest. I like the way David Bingham says it. There's like invitations coming to you. These thoughts are like invitations. I don't want them. That's not what I am. My true nature is love, peace, joy, happiness. And it's a constant happiness because it's an identity shift. You're just not identifying with being a separate person. You're identifying with what you truly are, the infinite being. So you wake up from the dream, so to speak, and it's as if nothing happened. You're the infinite being, the imperturbable beingness. Marinate in beingness. Be your beingness. Oh, so those are all pointers. But if you just become still, don't say a word, because words are duality. Everything's arising effortlessly. The sound of the bird is arising effortlessly in unity consciousness. The sound of the plane flying overhead, it's just arising effortlessly. Can you see the distinction between impersonal being and personal being? Personal being's like the body, mind, and the thoughts, getting lost in your thoughts. But the impersonal beingness just rests here impersonally. It's not affected by anything. It's imperturbable peace. It's just a noticing. It's a state of neutrality. Everything's neutral. You don't take a side either way. Everything's welcome. You don't suppress your feelings, your emotions, or your experiences. You just let them come up and you look at them and they dissolve. And then you can decide if you want to entertain them, if you want to go on an invitation of grief, depression, be my guest. Or maybe you just want to remain as you are. The infinite being, peaceful, joyful, fun, happy, grateful, better than grateful, appreciation. Appreciating everything, appreciating what you are, a grace of knowingness. And there's just an automatic knowingness. So basically you're just operating from effortless being. It takes no effort just to be. It's just effortless. That's your true nature, effortless being. Right here, right now. Effortlessly just being. That's the highest state. Just being in your beingness. Everything comes to you. Infinite intelligence takes care of everything. Effortless being, everything's coming to you. Your life itself. You are everything. You are the money. You are the relationship. You are every person, pool, trees, birds, moon. You're everything. Those are just words, chopping it all up, but it's all just one flash. One consciousness, one open space. The infinite ocean of beingness. And the waves are like little people, persons, experiences coming and going, which collapse right back into it, into the silence. It's always been here your whole life. You just missed it. You're just dreaming that you're something separate. You're not. So wake up. You're not your thoughts. Is there a Rob here? Where? I don't see a Rob. That's just in the head. Can I sense a Rob here? There's no Rob here. Can Rob feel? Rob can't feel. He's not real. He's just a thought. So then what is this? This is the infinite being. There's still consciousness here. It's just pure consciousness without the story. It's just what's happening, and that's it. The end, period. Hard stop. And it's fine. Nothing that happens on the screen of consciousness affects you anyway. The world is just like a dream world. It's okay. All is well. Love the world. Is loving yourself, because you are the world. You're everything. You're the universe. Universes and everything in them is you. You are the money. You are the relationship. You are the car. You are everything. Different movies play on the screen of consciousness. Choose the movie you want. You're the infinite being. You get to decide. You get to decide what invitations you want to entertain. You want to give your attention to. It's a frequency game, isn't it? All is well. The hum of the beingness. So peaceful, imperturbable peace. That's your true nature. Enjoy your life. It's meant to be enjoyed.